Hello there everybody, this is Kristen. Welcome back to the Krista Chronicles. Today, we're taking a look at the upcoming Verdance Tarot by Stephanie Pumin. I hope I'm saying this right, Pumin Law? Oh my gosh, I just read a forward by Benabel Wen. Hell yeah. So this is an upcoming release from Llewellyn. I've been super excited about this. This is actually my first Stephanie Pumin Law deck. Her other deck that we all know is the Shadowscapes, right? I believe it's called Shadowscapes, which I've personally never had, but I know a lot of people love it. It's never tempted me because the colors were very, very light, which is just not usually my thing. But I was really excited to see the preview images for this because the colors look very bright. I don't know if rich is quite the right word, but bright. And so, yeah, I'm excited. I love this rabbit on the front. Let's get into it. So we've got our usual sized Llewellyn box. Verdance Tarot, 78 card deck, 320 page full color guidebook. Wow. Okay. Immerse yourself in the lyrical, evocative, and symbolic nature of the verdant woods. World-renowned artist Stephanie Pumin Law invites you to slow down, breathe deeply, and embrace the sacred within the everyday. Rather than imposing a rigid interpretation system, imposing a rigid interpretation of symbolism, Verdance Tarot allows the landscape and its inhabitants to speak. What comes forth is a deck that feels alive and uniquely suited to those who find solace and inspiration from the divinity of Earth. The Rider-Waite-Smith-based deck explores themes of growth, transformation, intuition, and the interconnectedness of all life. Stephanie's visionary art serves as a poignant reminder that the health of our planet reflects the state of our collective consciousness. With the full-color guidebook, you will find insight, comfort, and a deeper connection to the natural world. As you become a steward of the environment, so too will the sacred plants and enchanted creatures protect and heal you. Love that. Okay, and then we've got the same thing on the other side. Super cool. So again, we've got the usual clamshell type box. Gorgeous. Through verdant woods where secrets lie, an ancient one hails to the sky. May a path unfold to the glades where spirit speaks and truth pervades. Oh, that makes it feel so magical already. What is the meaning of the word verdant? Is that like a proper word? Oh! Verdant is an adjective meaning green with growing plants or vegetation. Slay! I love that. Okay, cool. So in case you also didn't know. So here is our book. Definitely a thicker one, which is very exciting. Let's see what we got going on. Meditations, Symbols Key, Major Arcana, Minor Arcana, Tarot Spread. Cool. And that forward that's done by Benabel Wen. Oh, look at that. I don't want to look at too much of the imagery because I want to be surprised. Let's see. Introduction. Interesting. Oh, cool. Yeah, okay, so there's actual, like, guided meditations in here. That's really neat. Ooh, okay, then we've got a bunch of symbols and where they show up. Very cool, very cool. Oh, look at that. There's so many. Awesome. I like the idea, too, that it feels more, instead of it being the other way around of, like, going card by card, it goes by the symbols, so it sort of prompts you to take notice to what's sticking out to you in the card. And maybe it's like you just look up that one thing, maybe there's multiple things, but it sort of leaves it open in that way, which I think is cool. Okay. So for our majors. We get kind of a title here to go with the card. Keywords, this is a bit of a meaning, but then you also have, there's a main animal in each card, it looks like, and you kind of have this part in the back where it's like a conversation with that animal, which is really cool. Yeah, it looks like that is the way for all of the majors. Let's see the minors. Okay, so not quite the same in the minors, but like almost. So you get a little bit of a shorter meaning, but then this part here in the italics gets into some of the kind of animals in here, how they connect. We will look at both as we go through. Either at the end, randomly pull one, or as seems to usually happen with my walkthroughs, is there's a card that intrigues me. But on the inside of the box, oh, okay, this is cool. This came with the Hedwig Tarot 2. Llewellyn's been adding in these card holders. No, that's how you hold it. Which I love. Perfectly fits a tarot-sized card. I do really, actually, I should bring this to work. I've been doing a new thing where I'm trying to do like a card a day for work as well when I'm there, but I don't have a card holder. Slay. Actually, I'm actually gonna, my bag is right next to me. I am gonna put that in there. Okay. Here are the cards, and are they? Yes. Okay, they are the same texture, I believe, as the new Hedwig Tarot, which is available now. If you were interested in that, I did do a walkthrough of that one. But something I really noted was different cardstock, but very impressed with that cardstock. Actually, I used the Hedwig just this morning for my own poll. Let's see. Yes, okay, it's the same. It almost like has the effect of, I called this like a linen texture, but that's not really true. Well, maybe it is. Is there that like linen? No, okay, it's not exactly the same, but very similar. The Hedwig has, like, if you hold it up to the light, you can see it's kind of got that texture like linen cardstock has. This one doesn't, but it feels very much the same. I'm horrible at explaining cardstock, and I just don't really super have the knowledge on it. However, I can tell you it feels so nice, and at least the Hedwig Tarot has quickly become my favorite deck to shuffle. It's so nice. You never get the feeling like you're gonna bend a card or ruin something. Like, it's seamless. Okay, these backs are gorgeous. Let's just look at that. We've got these bees going around in a circle. I love this like teal green color. Let's get into it. It is usual Llewellyn size. Here is our artist and creator. Stephanie Pumin-Law is a professional artist whose fantasy illustrations have been commissioned by various game and book publishers. Author and illustrator for the book Dreamscapes, her work also regularly appears in the magazines of Realms of Fantasy, Cricket, and Cicada. Shadowscapes.com is her website. Love. Ooh. I love this. I love when mass market publishers, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, start doing something new. This is so eye-catching. Wait, slay. Oh god, 20%. That's for me. I love that. That's a great idea, actually. I feel like they did that in the Hedwig too, and I'm just... Oh, okay, so on the other side, sorry. You get another one of their decks. I really love, that they put her other deck on there. I think that's just really nice. I know Lo Scarabeo does this too, where they put kind of like a little ad for another deck. I'm guessing because probably a page to print is 80, so, you know, takes up the last 2 cards, but I haven't maybe I just haven't taken notice, but I feel like they don't necessarily put another deck by the same creator if they've got them, but I really like that. I think that's a nice touch. Okay, should we zoom in even more? Yes, because look at the detail. Wow. Okay, we've got the Fool. Gorgeous. It's like we've got, okay, so we've got a fox here. Is it a fox? Hey, we don't know. This is something I can confirm. Coyote, sorry, yeah, that, I was gonna say, wait a second, that doesn't really look like a fox. It's a coyote. And what I think is really cool, it's got this effect as if it's underwater, but at the same time, like this instantly made me think it was water. However, we've got a squirrel down here with mushrooms. So while I thought this was an aquatic plant at first, I think it's actually more mushrooms. But I love that kind of play with, what would you call it? Elements. I think that's really neat. It definitely gives it a very dreamlike quality. The Magician, a falcon. Ooh, I love what's collected here. We've got a pearl, a robin's egg, honeycomb, pine cone. We've got some bats hanging upside down. Beautiful. Ugh, I love seeing an owl as a high priestess. I just think it's perfect. And again, we've got this pearl. Did that kind of repeat? It did from this card. We've got this like blue pearl that the magician is chasing, and the high priestess has it on her wing. With that honeycomb repeated, dragonflies. I know something that some people struggle with her artwork, at least the commentary I'm remembering from Shadowscapes is that it's a little bit hard to make out. And I remember there being like, I don't know if it was the French version or something, there was another version where it's almost like that deck was supposed to kind of have the colors like this, but the printing got a bit muted. But another country's version had it brighter. And so it was kind of easier to make out the details. I think personally, like, well, it feels like there's definitely an intentional blurring going on here. Not actually, nothing's blurry, but like, I feel like nothing is necessarily kind of like crisp lines on purpose. That's kind of her style. I do feel like these colors make it where it's like, I can make out what's going on here. So the Empress, we've got a lotus, we've got this goddess statue here, our rabbit, a little frog. I love the pomegranates. Gorgeous. The Emperor, we've got a stag, all these acorns that have been kind of stuffed away in this tree. Oh, and the spiral snake is super cool. Very like Kundalini energy, life force, considering this tree is kind of growing from there. The Hierophant, an elephant, is so good. Oh, look at the babies. The Lovers, we've got 2 cranes and that pearl again. Oh, look at the roses. Oh, and we've got some mourning doves. I love that. I'm curious about this pearl. Shall we go into the symbols? I think so. The symbols key. All right. Potential value, that which is precious. Oh, very cool. So I love that they both have their own pearl and have this joint bigger one that they both are kind of about to put their foot on. Very much makes it feel like there's a value in the union, but they both still have their individual value. Very cool. The Chariot, look at the alicorns. Alicorns, a phoenix, magical. Oh, and the flying fish. Ooh, that's cool. Actually, I really like this, because look at this, we've got the crab with the moon, because the Chariot is a Cancer card. Ooh, I feel like my Cancers out there are gonna like this, because that is like the most magical, watery chariot I think I've ever seen. And I love the idea of the phoenix driving the chariot forward. Okay, let's read this. This will be the major arcana we read, because I do think that's really cool. Let's see. We've got the Victor. The Chariot is about overcoming conflicts, committing to a course, and forging ahead despite all obstacles. Victory can be grasped by focusing one's energies upon a goal, maintaining control of surroundings and situations by being unafraid to take charge. Embark upon a journey, but do so with the goal in sight. For the internal guidance of that compass focuses subconscious energies. Being aware and guiding along the path is as important to the success of the endeavor as any preparation or preconditioning. There will be obstacles. All journeys will have their share. A mountain in the path is an insurmountable barrier to some. For others, it is a chance to prove their determination, grit, and resourcefulness. For those, it is a challenge that merely tests the mettle, the better to take on the next challenge that rears up along the road to achieving one's destiny. And we've got here, the steeds is the animal we're focusing on. The gates are flung open, and the bright one grasps the reins of the chariot with a thrill igniting her veins. She chooses her direction, sets her sights upon the horizon, and then gathers her will to urge her equids in their flight across land, sea, and sky. The beasts strain in their traces, eager to race along the course she sets. They are beautiful, no mere horses, but descendants of immortal beings with the bloodlines of heroes. In their long lineage is a sire who drew the fiery orb of the sun across the heavens amidst hosts of golden divinity, and a mare who sparked embers from her hooves on her journey through the deepest still depths of the underworld amongst spirits. She came back streaked white by the tears of the dead as they marveled at her beauty and fleet-footedness. There is one whose spirited kick sent the moon into orbit. You can still see the mark of her hooves upon the moon's face, and now and then the moon remembers this blemish and hides her face in the darkness for an evening. I love that. There is one who moves with such grace and such agility that the winds have claimed him as their companion. You hear his snorting when a storm gathers and see the flash of his hooves when lightning strikes. These two who draw the chariot are not yet numbered among the tale, though they aspire to it. In their eyes burns the borrowed flame of the sun, and in their breasts smolders the intensity of life that is all the more intense for being gifted by underworld spirits who no longer touch that bright spark but remember what a treasure it is. They gallop at the behest of the bright one, knowing that her goals are theirs. She urges them faster, racing against the gulls and swifts. Flying fish leap from the waters in excitement at their passage. A star shines bright and low on the horizon, a heavenly reflection of the starfish in the coral beneath the waves that they lightly skim over. The water churns and roils, uncertain footing that challenges them with every step, but they rise to the occasion and never falter. She points to the star. Her companions understand that she is not just indicating it is a navigational guide, but that it is the destination. It is a seemingly unattainable goal, yet all three of them know in their bones that they have within themselves the means to make it happen. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Wow. Okay, I love that you get that kind of like short, sweet chariot meaning that I think is still like feels very like a personal interpretation, but to get that story with it is wow. I loved that. Okay, we've got strength with the lion. Ooh, and an eagle? Very interesting. The hermit. Look at this. A a snow leopard perhaps, or just a regular leopard. Which makes, aren't snow leopards very solitary creatures? Is that what we're looking at? Snow leopard, correct. I believe they're pretty solitary. Wheel of Fortune, look at that ladybug. Oh my gosh. I like that. I like the snake winding around. Very cool. Justice, what is that? What are you? The ibis. Neat. The Hanged Man, we've got a magpie. Super cool. Oh, like with that key hanging. And another pearl. This one giving off a red color. And the poppies. Huh. Very interesting. Ooh, death. Look at that. A phoenix again. But this one in that beginning stages of burning. Ooh, so neat. I really like that it shows that actually, because I feel like a lot of times when you have Phoenix cards, it shows the moment of rebirth. I feel like I've never seen this moment. I like that. Temperance. Ooh, the dragonfly is making this yin and yang. With the pearl again. I love these pearls. Oh, and the koi fish. The devil. Oh my gosh, stop. So we've got these sunflowers, and here we've got a cricket playing a little violin, and he's shackled to the sunflower stalk. That is really interesting to think about crickets that way, of like how compelled they are to just like sit there and make noise. Interesting. The tower, look at that. Giant squid. Ooh, giant squid, and there's a boat on top of the wave. Oh, and the wave is about to like engulf this tower. Ooh, cool. I mean, not cool, but like, what a unique interpretation. The star. Oh my gosh, okay, we've got this dove literally lifting the veil of night. Like, it might seem scary now, but take a peek under the curtain. Daytime always comes. Ugh. So cool. The moon. There's that giant squid again, it feels like. And these butterflies coming from this crescent moon that's like kind of in the ocean almost. That's interesting. The sun. Oh, I love the hummingbird. And this door there is super cool. Shall we learn more about that? I'd like to. I will skim though and see if it mentions this in the story. There's a door hidden. He does not spot it at first, for it is fairy touched and hides by tilting itself at angles where it is invisible. But at his approach, the flowers lean away to reveal it to him. The door is colored blue as the endless sky. He wonders what lies beyond as he leans in and taps with the grinning knocker. So it's like that moment of like joy and authenticity, but I love this idea of like curiosity. Opening the door. Judgment. Ooh, is that a cicada? I bet it is. Yes. Love that. And the world, we've got what looks like a dragon. The long. What is that? What is that? Let's search. Oh, it is a word for the legendary creature traditionally known as the Chinese dragon. Cool! Okay, into the minors. We've got the cups here. There's that pearl again. So pretty. I love the blue tones in this. Two of cups are dragonflies. I love the irises. Three of cups, stop. We've got the clownfish, anemone, and hermit crab. Let's read this one. Reaching out to one another and being unafraid to rely upon those around you builds a social structure and community that provides emotional and physical support. Okay, so like I said, here we've got a card interpretation. I'm gonna skip down to here because I feel like that is the very unique part. Anemone, clownfish, and hermit crabs have an intricate and intertwined relationship. Hermit crab has mobility, moving around on the seafloor with ease. Its shell protects it from some smaller predation, but larger fish can still be a hazard. A clever solution is to befriend anemone. Anemone's lovely to behold and offers toxicity and stinging tentacles, a much more emphatic deterrent to predators in exchange for being carried about on hermit crab's shell and freed from a stationary existence, and then swims along clownfish, who loves to caress the tentacles weaving through their tangle, immune to their sting, all the while providing nutrients for anemone and gaining protection. Each alone is vulnerable, but they fit one into the other, keys to each other's missing pieces. Their weaknesses turn into points for exchange, so they emerge from collaboration stronger, more able to face the uncertainties on the ocean currents. That communal safety allows room to breathe and grow and flourish. Oh, I love that. That is so cool. So again, you still get that story, which is neat. Four of Cups. We've got this seal dumping out a cup, or is that? Nope, that's a person. That is a person, not a seal. They've got thumbs. Five of Cups. A whale. Eating up all the stuff. Six of Cups. Oh, look at that. It's like a memory weaving through this ocean. There's a little, like, ghost of a child in there. That is so cool. Seven of Cups. This tangle going up in the brain space. Going on up in the brain space. Interesting, this golden ring there. Eight of Cups. Oh, there's that dragon again. We've got the I like how the dragonfly has been kind of a main feature of the cups. And he's sort of moving away from these depths and that dragon to go towards the pearl, which we know means the things we find valuable, which is cool for that card. Nine of Cups. A mermaid! We've got a mermaid! Two mermaids. Beautiful. 10 of Cups. Oh, I love how this deck kind of posed itself as connecting to nature. I wasn't expecting it to weave in these fantasy elements, but I love that. I feel like it really gives that idea of this magical world existing alongside ours, which I personally love so much. Page of Cups. Beautiful. Her dress almost looks like a jellyfish. Knight of Cups. We've got this water dragon. Queen of Cups, she's got dragonfly wings. So cool. Oh, and look at this, her dress, like, it is the ocean. Oh my gosh, I love that. And the King of Cups. Beautiful. All right, going on to the coins. Look at that. I love the honeycomb. Now I think the Ace of Cups also kind of included this, like it was part of the tree roots as well, which is interesting. Right? Yes. Look at that. So I like that idea for the aces of kind of like they're this starting point and we grow outwards from it. Very cool. I'm excited to see if the other two cards keep in line with that. Two of Coins. The Balance, and look at this. Beekeeping outfit. Three of Coins. Love a bee for that. Like the epitome of Three of Coins energy. Perfect. A dragon for the Four of Coins. Yes. The Dragon's Hoard. Five of Coins. Oh, so, okay, we've got this little bird stuck underneath the brambles. So we've got all this life up here, and just sort of like when you get underneath it, becomes a little desolate, and he's waiting for this little drop to fall to him. Oh, sad. Six of Coins. We've got the human here watering the tree. Look at these little fairies. So cool. Seven of Coins. Ooh, Eight of Coins, the spider web. I do love that, how they have this like innate ability to weave these webs, and that's just like when when their web gets knocked down, it's like they just start rebuilding it. I like that. Nine of Coins, look at that. Oh, so pretty. And the 10 of Coins. I love the bee focus, I really do. The Page. I know what, okay, the 8, wait, woo, dropping things. Was it in the Ace? Yeah. This, I know this symbol from the Bee Tarot. I cannot think of the name of that goddess who is like the bee goddess, but I think that's her symbol, which, what a cool thing to include. I don't know if I'm saying this right, Melissa? I believe that's her symbol, the Greek Melissae. The priestesses were the Melissae. Cool. Bee goddess. The Knight. I love how the knights are riding these dragons, and something I'm noting is the fact that the Knight of Cups, the dragon was the one holding the lantern, while the knight himself was kind of distracted looking into his cup. Where the Knight of Coins, he's holding the lantern and kind of just has the coin off to the side, almost like a shield, like much more engaged in the task. Where the Knight of Cups was very distracted looking. Okay, so beautiful. Queen of Coins. Her little bee wings. Yes. And the King of Coins. Beautiful. Okay, love that suit. On to the Ace of Swords. Yes, okay. We're getting that tree again. Love that. And this, it looks like we've got kind of the tree in fall. Two of Swords. Oh, I love this purple going on. With the owl. Ooh, interesting. At the end of each sword, we've got a snake and a mouse. Two things that owls tend to prey on. That's interesting. Almost like the choice of like, what am I going to go after? Three of Swords. Ooh. Intense. Four of Swords. Oh, wrapped up with these birds. Herons, they seem to me. Five of Swords. Okay, here we've got swans. And our figure here is holding a ring. That's interesting. Six of Swords. Oh, being carried away by the swans. That is so cool. Seven of Swords. Oh no, look at the swords went. Oh, is that like one of those parasitic birds? Not parasitic. Maybe that is the term, but the birds that lay their eggs in other birds' nests, like cowbirds. Doesn't look like a cowbird, but I'm sure there's other kind of birds that do that. Because we've got swords through all of these smaller eggs that I'm guessing came from this smaller bird, and what's left is this huge egg. Eight of Swords. Ooh, very interesting. It's like a knight in this tree. Nine of Swords. Ooh. It's like we've got this sleeping figure and this mysterious shadow creeping towards them. Spooky. 10 of Swords. Oh my gosh, they're gonna eat the little heart gem. No. How interesting. Or it almost seems like the fish is gonna swallow the heart and these birds are going right after that fish. It's like he's, oh, and yeah, look at that, there's a fishing hook. It's like by going after the heart gem, the fish has made himself so vulnerable. Very interesting. Okay, we've got the Page of Swords. I love this. I love how they're kind of like running with the wind there. Knight of Swords. Okay, we've got different creature this time, and the steed is holding the lantern again, but more so that the knight has kind of like a free range to use their sword. Very interesting. Queen of Swords. Oh, I love that she's holding a book. And this halo of hummingbirds. Oh, so pretty. And the King of Swords. Love it. Alright, last but not least, we've got our wands. Our last tree here feels very much like the heat of summer. All this like red and orange radiating off the surface. Two of Wands, this bear. Oh, I love the butterfly because we've got a butterfly here and there's a butterfly kind of shape on his chest. Very cool. Three of Wands. Oh, gorgeous. It seems to me like she's come from this house here and is setting off on a new path. These butterflies guiding her way. Oh, and look at there's bear prints. So it's like this, the bear was kind of going first, setting the path, planning the path for this girl. She's following the bear prints. Oh, that is such a neat detail. Four of Wands, beautiful. The leaves of the tree is kind of, they've taken on this form of almost like a house, assuming these are kind of windows. Really cool. We've got that acorn at the center. Five of Wands. I love this. Everyone's fighting over the acorn. I mean, yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Six of Wands. So pretty. Very king of the forest. All the other animals are so reverent of that one. Love that. Seven of Wands. Ooh, a wolf defending its pups. Very interesting that it's kind of from these shadows. Eight of Wands. Okay, love this. Love the idea of like a deer running through the forest. And these fish kind of also swimming along. Nine of Wands. Ooh, yeah, quite the mountain to go up. On the back of the bear. Cool. 10 of Wands. We've got this tortoise carrying everyone and the acorn. So he's got a lot on his back on top of like he's already a slow-going guy. I love that. Okay, we've got our page. Oh, beautiful. The knight, we've got the lantern on the antler of the deer here, stag. No, it's some different kind of creature. Because there's movement to this one again. Queen of Wands, look at her. Butterfly princess. Ah, gorgeous. And the King of Wands. So, this is beautiful. Wow. I am so excited about this deck. Okay, let's give it a shuffle. Zoom out a little. And of course, find some pairs. I think this is gonna be such a good shuffle. Oh, you know when like that first like bend, you can tell. Yes, very similar to the shuffle of the Hedge Witch. If you have that deck, you'll not like, so good. Because I loved how Llewellyn's decks, I've always liked how they shuffle, but somehow they made it even better. Okay, one more. Alright, I'm gonna find some pairs, and I'll be back. Okay, I found 3 oracles to try out. First one being the Folktails Oracle. Ooh, I don't know, I think this could be very much one way or the other. It's got a similar kind of magical nature feel to it. Oh, I think I like this. Journey with the Fool, I mean, that's good. Temple, Ace of Cups. Fairy with Queen of Cups. Okay, wait, I was kind of thinking this might not work, but I think I like that. Oh, very pretty. Okay, one more. But I like that. Okay. Folktales, I think that's a win. Next, we've got the Old Ways Magick Oracle. Ooh. Clarity with death. Community, Two of Cups. How do we think those are looking aesthetically, though? Oh, I think I like it. Oh, pretty. Yeah, no, okay, I think I like this. Sacred Journey with Temperance, that's cool. Strength, Eight of Wands. Playful, Three of Cups. Oh my gosh, I like that. Okay, one more. Wild Mage, Seven of Swords. Ooh, interesting. Okay, no, I think I like that pairing too. Old Ways Magick. Okay, last but not least, the Citadel Oracle. This I think would just bring it to that fantasy space that I think could be fun, but I'm curious to see how the red detailing goes. It's not a dislike. Oh, how do I feel about that? I don't know. I don't know if I'm crazy about it, but I do think it's interesting. I'm curious to know what you all would pair with this deck. It's a little bit out of my usual style, so it wasn't like super obvious to me what to try. Okay, this might be growing on me actually. Maybe. I think I like the first one the best. But let me know what you think. That's the Citadel. I don't hate it. I know, I'm gonna have to play around with this one, but as a deck on its own, I love this. I think this is really interesting, really different. Very excited to start using this now. So, I don't even think I said, according to Amazon, this is due to release September 8th, so not too long from now. So I would love to know what you think, but other than that, that's all I have for you today. So I hope you're having a great day so far, and I'll see you again very soon.